FBW Undisputed Champion A.L.M. Now, over the past few weeks, you guys been asking me questions, and right now, here today, I'm going to answer them. So let's get into your guys' questions. So the first question comes from Sam Reeves. Who would be a dream tag team partner in Backyard Wrestling? And so far, I've tagged with a little bit Chris Dynamite in the early days of FBW, and then I had a tag team with Jared Payne. But who is left to tag with that would actually be cool and interesting? Honestly, I would have to probably go with Ruby. Me and her are dating, so we have some pretty good chemistry, and us as heels is pretty good. So me and her, trashing on everyone, going on a rampage here as the power couple. I think that would be pretty cool. So I guess I'm gonna go with Ruby. Righty. So the second question comes from Matt, the former general manager, and he has a few questions asked. The first question he has is, what was your favorite championship match? And honestly, I would have to say probably right now has to be Endgame 2019 against Chris Dynamite in the cage. I think the chemistry between him is amazing, and then we added the cage, and our feud was going hot and very personal, so we put off a good fight that helped out the story. So honestly, that would have to be my favorite championship match. And the second question is, when you go to pro wrestling, what company would you like to be signed to, WWE or AEW? And honestly, either or, but the main goal is eventually WWE. I don't care where I go before or whatever. I just want to make it WWE. That's the ultimate goal. But yeah, it doesn't really matter, but WWE is the ultimate goal. And the last question he has is, who was your favorite opponent in FBW? And honestly, I don't know if I have a favorite, because honestly, I had pretty much good chemistry with everyone. I mean, Chris Dynamite, I had amazing matches with him, liked wrestling him because every time I wrestled Chris Dynamite, I knew it was going to be a great match. Same thing with, Eric Danger, Ruby, and, Jared Payne. Can't really say much about Priscilla Clare because I only wrestled her once for like fucking not even 5 minutes. So, yeah, no, I really don't have a favorite, but if I really, really, really had to choose, I guess I'm going to have to go with Chris Dynamite. So the next question comes from Jessica. Who is your favorite wrestler in all of Backyard Wrestling? And honestly, I don't really have one, because I'm not going to lie, I don't really watch much of Backyard Wrestling. I don't really watch other companies. I just try to focus on FBW. And, a lot of other companies out there isn't really that good of, quality. I don't really have one, and I'm not going to choose someone from FBW because I don't want to be biased and be like, oh, I choose him because he's my friend. So yeah, I don't really have a favorite backyard wrestler because I don't really, dive deep into, backyard wrestling. Really, I don't pick favorites. But yeah, no, I really don't have one. Alrighty, so the next question comes from my brother from TBW, the big dog, Josh Allen. How did you get into backyard wrestling? Well, back in 2012, December, me and Chris Dynamite were just chilling watching YouTube. Then we got on the topic of wrestling. Then we started, thinking, yo, what if we started, wrestling, because there's backyard wrestling, like, that's a thing. So we started watching how-to videos, and then we went into my backyard and we started doing a little, fool around matches and crap. And then that led to, another show, which then led to another show. Then that led to, me actually making it a full-time thing, and then making FBW. So yeah, it's just, two little kids, watching how-to videos, and then got motivated to do it, and, the dream and idea never died. So the next question comes from Make Backyard Wrestling Great. Will A.L.M. ever wrestle in a backyard wrestling company again? And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to say this cliche line, never say never. Honestly, yeah, I mean, that's what I got to say never, because honestly, I still have the passion and the love for backyard wrestling, and, I wouldn't mind wrestling in a backyard wrestling company, whether it's, FBW or wherever I choose to go. I mean, I am making my way to, pro wrestling, but I wouldn't mind stepping in a backyard and duking it out again. So honestly, never say never. Alright, so the next question comes from longtime FBW fans. Scott, who is your favorite WWE superstar at the moment? And honestly, right now, at the moment, I'm going to have to say AJ Styles. And what is your favorite finisher in the WWE? And honestly, I'm going to have to go with, honestly, the RKO. I mean, that's kind of cliche because, it's the RKO. But, I mean, I like the surprise factor of, the RKOs out of nowhere and stuff. And it just looks smooth. So the next question comes from Gunshot, the CBW King. What was your favorite moment of winning the world title? And honestly, I'm gonna have to say, the storylines I was able to be a part of and put on, being champion. Everyone coming at me and taking me out, trying to get this title. Just the storylines and the storytelling that I was able to put on. Holding this beautiful FBW Undisputed title that I am still. Alright, so the big dog Josh Allen asked another question, and he asked, if you could wrestle against another backyard wrestler from another company, who would it be and why? I have multiple choices. You guys probably want to hear all of them. You guys probably don't want to hear just one. So, first off, I guess, Sam Reeves. Me and him are, good friends, and I think, we could put on a decent, match. And another one, I guess, would be you, the big dog, Josh Allen. Two of the creators of two of the biggest, fastest rising backyard wrestling companies, in the last, few years. TBW, I think that could be a good one. The Atomic Titan from TBW, him going around saying he's the best, but, clearly I'm the best. But, besides that, I guess I'm just, being, a little, biased because, those are the only, backer wrestlers that, I really know and I'm friends with. But yeah, I guess some of those people. Alrighty, so the final question is from Make Backyard Wrestling Great. He asked another question. He said, what is next for A.L.M? And honestly, can't really answer that, but all I know right now is A.L.M is going his way to professional wrestling, and the company he's most likely going to first is ACW, Florida American Combat Wrestling. Big regards of backyard wrestling. Honestly, I don't know yet, but never say never. Never get your hopes down being like, oh, A.L.M's never going back in the backyard, because honestly, who knows? I may be going into a backyard wrestling match again very soon, but who knows? Just stay tuned to the FBW channel. Stay subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and follow the social medias for announcements and posts. But yeah, honestly, what's next? I can't really say, but just know more things are coming for A.L.M, and now more things are coming for the rest of the FBW roster. If you guys enjoyed this Ask A.L.M video, you guys asked the questions and I gave the answers, and hopefully you got the answer that you guys wanted or was expecting. But yeah, it's been your FBW Undisputed Champion, because I am still the champ. Just because FBW ended doesn't mean I'm no longer the champ. But guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon.